What's up YouTube? This is of course Nick Dutch back again one more time to give you another video. It's another tarot reading video because I feel like it. We did the 40 Servants last time, okay? So now we're going to go on to that one there, which happens to be the Druidcraft Tarot, which has its own little instruction book and it's got that kind of thing which goes with it too. Quite pretty, quite artistic, but here we go. Deck's already shuffled as is traditional, completely unrehearsed video, but of course let's just do the notices beforehand. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe and ring the bell, because then you get notified when I start putting out more content. Remember, I'm doing readings here. When it comes on to the run up to Halloween, we'll start using this toy with this toy and see what kind of fun we can have there, plus a few other little experiments and experiences on the way. So without further ado, as people are often inclined to say for no particular reason because it's a bit of a hackneyed phrase, we will get on with the reading. So what are we actually looking at today? Remember, this is not specifically for you. Okay, it's not specifically for you. There might be aspects of this which relates to you, to your life, to the way in which you're thinking about things. I do tarot readings for a living. It's my full-time permanent vacation. I'm actually planning on possibly getting a presence on Big O Live at some point, so you might want to look out for me there, but never mind. Anyway, this bit here is what we're looking at right now. So we're reading based upon the artwork. We're reading not based upon the original meanings of the tarot cards, because this is a different style of deck. It's got more feelings, it's got more nuance, it's got more fantasy art, more quasi-pagan religious art, okay? But, you know, don't let that distract you. Let's just think about what the image is behind the image, and what the ways in which that could relate not to a mythological or a dogmatic interpretation, but down to regular, mundane, ordinary life and ordinary thoughts. Well, when upright, this appears to be someone who could go in two different directions, doesn't know where either of them is going. She's blindfolded, but she's also armed. Okay, she may be vulnerable, she's naked, the woods may be scary, rather a lot of trees, but she's still going forward and is preparing to make a decision. It's almost like her tools of weaponry are also her tools of divination to try and work out which direction she should go in. But the card was reversed. So maybe it's suggesting that you can see to a certain extent what paths lay ahead. But it's a question of working out through trial and error, and also thinking things through, and also looking at what's really true rather than what your mind is telling you is true through anxiety, paranoia or fear, so you can make the right decision. Remember, the imagery of the woodland is in fact rather scary. It's almost like a slightly lighter version of a Harry Potter sort of like haunted forest type imagery. It's got that feeling of nightmarishness but during the day. But, you know, this character's still going forward. I would say that the red robe must have some significance to do with power or passion or drive. Alright? Now, next step. Maybe this is actually having made a decision, because we've got two swords there, two different directions, one sword there, but justice is about weighing things up. Weighing up what's right, weighing up what's wrong, and also making sure that right decisions are made. I find it ironic that in modern day imagery, justice is often perceived as being blindfolded and blind because the law should be absolute. But in this image, there is no blindfold. Okay, we got the sense of the scales, we also got the sense of a decision being made, but no blindfold. So this is someone who can see what is just and true and right, but still needs to get everything weighed up and in balance. Maybe there's someone who doesn't trust all the information that's come their way. Maybe there's someone who needs to mistrust a lot of the information that's come their way. Maybe it's someone who's thinking about what is actually appropriate for a particular situation. Alright? The thing which people say is the best tool for a job may not be specifically right for that one particular job because of the factors involved in the job itself. Okay? And this one here, the Princess of Pentacles, what's that talking about? Well, it's curious because this is a person who appears to be amongst ancient stone burial environments and is looking rather intently, rather musingly, rather contemplatively at this particular symbol. Maybe it's something that she's found. Maybe it's something which she's found which is giving her a clue about what's happening around. Sure, in this particular image, because of the kind of people and the kind of ideas and the kind of theology which many people would be following if they buy this deck, it's being explained as the pentacle. Okay, that the pentacle is the subject of contemplation, but that's also a symbol for the four elements plus the world of spirituality. It's also a symbol for the material world, the solid and the physical, but it also has this extra divine, spiritual, eternal, immortal feeling to it. So maybe she's looking at this thing from the point of view of, what is my life going to be considered to be if I make some particular key decisions? How will I be perceived when I'm long gone? Alright? And maybe that's part of the thinking which maybe even you're doing right now, or I'm doing right now, or we're all doing right now. Decision making, working out what you can see, what you can't see, how you feel, where your spirituality is driving you, and what kind of legacy or mythology will people tell about you. I mean, I've had some good times in my life, I've had some bad times in my life. And a lot of people, relates to what they see about the bad about me. But the good is still part of my history. What do I want to encourage throughout the rest of my life? What do you want to encourage people to think throughout the rest of your life? Okay. Hopefully that's given you something to think about. If you haven't already done it, give me the rating. Do the thing with the bell. Do the old subscribe thing. And I'll speak to you again soon. Good luck to everybody.